Hiya folks, you're very welcome along to John's Garage this week. This week we are taking a little look at one of the cars in my fleet. It's the very first car that I started with in John's Garage. It's my 2001 Renault Megane Cabriolet. Okay, so why are we having a little look at this car again? Well, I've just brought it out of storage and I just want to share some of the joys of motoring with you. So, got it out of storage, stored over the winter, protected with, I don't like to kind of cover the bodywork, but I do like to protect the roof. So, a plastic sheeting over the roof. Other than that, got in, no mold anywhere, no water leaks, no nothing. Oil levels were all good. So, first thing first, we got it started, got it out of the shed, done a quick visual inspection of it, of the tyres especially, very important. And I done an oil change on it as well, just to make sure that everything was good to go. And it was all great, so we were happy in that regard. Had spent a lot of money and time on this last year. It had been parked up for a number of years, so when I got it, we pretty much do all consumables, all fluids, everything had to be drained out, cleaned, flushed. There was a cross member at the rear had rusted through. They all do it on these, it's nothing to worry about, and the part is very cheap, and it's just 2 bolts holding it on, which is always great. Very easy car to work on. If anybody's ever thinking about one or looking at something a little bit different that's modern and easy to work on. No rust absolutely anywhere on this car, which is great. Low mileage, we're just clicking over 50, well, just about to click over 60,000 miles from new. Other than that, it's in super condition. No leaks, no tears in the roof, which again is exactly what you're looking for with any soft top convertible. Now, what did I notice? Well, there was 2 issues last year when I locked it up, and I never got around to them, unfortunately, I have to say. One of them was the air conditioning compressors getting a little bit loud. It's definitely gotten louder now, and the pulley on it wobbles when you turn it on. So my solution so far is just leave it off. Don't turn it on. We don't need air conditioning. It's April. Maybe it's going to be May by the time you see this video. I'm not sure, but it's April right now. Second issue was a lazy starter. It's had it since I got the car. It started up in the shed fine when I got it out, and I don't know, I think maybe it's getting a little bit worse. We might have to address that. Other than that, yeah, everything should be pretty good. In the car, we replaced all the fluids, and our CV boots were done, brakes were done, the disc pads and calipers. I had wheel bearings at the rear, we done those. And I'm pretty certain there was 1 or 2 suspension parts I had to do, but offhand I can't remember what they were. And a lot of other issues. Electric windows were stuck, some of the switches weren't working. Again, these are all pretty common stuff with these, nothing really to worry about. So, what I've done is I've booked an NCT. So I got out of the shed on Saturday night, went home, booked the NCT, and we're going to do it this morning. This morning is Tuesday, okay? So, roughly, 48 hours? Less than 48 hours to 36 hours after I got the car out of the shed, I booked its NCT. And you might be thinking to yourself, how on earth did you do that, John? What is the trick? Because booking an NCT right now takes months, and you would be right. When I first went on the website on Saturday to check dates, I was going to have to wait until August or September time to do it. The NCT runs out on the 6th of June, so I just said I'd just get on top of it. I was within the 3-month window, so why not just get it done a little bit early? Then don't have to be thinking about it for the summer. So, what is my trick? My trick is quite simple. Weekday mornings between 9 and 9:30, check the website because they update the cancellations and availability then. And for some reason, I don't know whether somebody actually does something or this is automatically done, between 11:30 and 12 midnight, check it again then, okay? And around those different times, I've always been successful with getting a slot at short notice. So, top tip for people watching, if you didn't know that, keep an eye on those times. I'm probably giving away my secret, which means the next time I go to do it, I won't be able to get a booking. But anyway, who cares? Everybody needs to get a booking, it's only fair. Thoughts on the NCT? I suppose as an amateur fool who works on his cars, I won't call myself anything other than that. I personally like it. I love having the option to have a second set of eyes looking over my car. For €55 to get a professional opinion for 40 minutes on your car, I think that's pretty damn good. I know other people have had different experiences, but all I can say is my experience has always been positive, apart from one occasion when I mixed up my time and arrived about an hour late for the NCT. That was my fault. That was nobody else's fault, only my own. Other than that, I've never had an issue. I'm just trying to think, if I had a car fail the NCT, I definitely had one, which was my Renault 19 that I restored. I forgot to put the parking brake bulbs in on the front, and it failed because of that. That was it though. I don't think I've had any other fail, not that I can recall offhand. But maybe I will have one. So what have I done in terms of preparing for the NCT? We're actually on the way to the NCT Centre right now. What have I done? I have given it a good visual check, given it a clean, so I'm fair to the person going to sit in it, and I have done an oil change, oil and filter, and that's it. I haven't done anything else. There hasn't really been a need to do anything else. I can't imagine any reason why it would fail. As I said, the starter, that's getting dicky, but that's nothing to do with the NCT. Same with the air conditioning, getting a bit dicky, but nothing to do with the NCT. They're just two issues I'm going to address, hopefully in the very near future. I'll get to those. We'll recondition the starter, and I don't know if the air conditioning compressor can be reconditioned, but we'll certainly give it a go if we can. Other than that, the last thing I've done is a good old Italian tune-up. Take it for a good, hard drive, and make sure that everything is working as it should. Everything's really warmed up. The oil is warmed up, coolant's warmed up, that the exhaust has had a good opportunity to blow itself clean, and yeah, that's all we've done. So listen, I'm about 5 minutes out from the NCT Centre, 10 minutes maybe where I am right now. So wish me luck. I'm going to turn off the camera now, and hopefully it'll be a pass. I'm pretty confident it's going to be a pass. I'm going to believe. We will believe it will pass. We will believe. And if we believe, that will make it so. All right. See you soon, folks. Bye bye. Okay, folks, we are on the way home. We have some work to do. Yes. So, the tester, very nice guy, actually pure gentleman, came out and pointed out, listen, you have a lazy starter, but we were aware of that, so that's not a big deal. But he was very, very nice, saying, listen, it's just a quick recondition. Take it off, recondition it, put it back on. Not a big issue, should be pretty quick and pretty easy to do. So, happy days on that. Okay, so we're happy about that. What I'm less happy about, but again, I'm happy he pointed it out. One of my CV boots that was fitted last year seems to have worked loose and is starting to throw that horrible, nasty axle grease everywhere. And I can't stand that stuff. It's rotten old stuff. But yeah, that's going to have to be addressed. But fortunately, he told me that's just going to be a visual inspection. Just get a metal clip, put it on it, seal it back up. The boot itself is fine. The CV boot joint itself is fine. But obviously, with rain and dirt and stuff like that coming off the road, that is not something we want to leave exposed for very long. So yeah, so fail. That's what I was told in the car park. Fail. I wasn't expecting that, so I'm a bit annoyed at myself for not spotting it. But anyway, listen, so be it. But there is a but. We went into the office to collect my fail certificate, and for whatever reason, I've never heard of this happening before, neither did the tester, it printed out a pass. So we passed our NCT. So despite failing it, we still passed it. Now, the thing is, I'm not going to leave those issues on the long finger. They are going to be addressed in the next couple of days because, well, I wouldn't feel right personally. I'm a bit too honest. I did say to the guy, listen, I'm going to do those issues. And I said, I can bring it back and show it to you. And he said, no, it's fine. He said, it's, for whatever reason, it's decided you passed. You're the lucky customer of the day. But, yeah, so it's going to be addressed in the next couple of days. I'm not going to leave those issues because I don't want to turn a small job into a big job and have to replace the CV joints altogether. Okay, but other than that, I'm really chuffed. It shouldn't have passed. It did. So I got my disc for the window. So that's going to last me another, 14-15 months I'm going to get out of this test now, which is great. So yeah, there you go. The ups and downs of crap car ownership, we'll put it like that. So listen, thank you very much for joining me. Good luck to my Renault Megane 16 valve, lovely little car. And of course, I'd strongly advise anyone who might be interested in something modern that's easy to work on, pleasure to drive, a little bit of fun, a little bit quirky and different, to consider one of these. I've met a lot of people who've owned these. I've never met one who didn't like it and had bad things to say. So despite what you might think of Renault or Meganes in general, these seem to light up people's hearts. People like them. So they're a modern car with personality, which is a rare thing these days, okay? Anyway, for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks very much for watching. And we'll have another review next week. Bye-bye, folks.